Alright, well, here you go. This is commentary, and everyone was asking me about getting video for this race, which I thought there's no way in hell I get any footage from this race. So the first thing I want to point out is right around here is when I discover I don't have brakes. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know that brakes go, come and go when it's muddy out. But when I was going through tech the day before, my brakes were mushy, and actually it's at the end of this hill. I have nothing here. They're like the handle went right to the bar. I got nothing. And then actually, if anybody's watching this can tell me, sometimes the brake, the master cylinder would get pumped back up when I would turn. So I don't know, but I had no brakes. So if when you're watching this, keep in mind I'm doing this with guessing by slowing down. So I felt great during this race. I wasn't scared. I had the same problems everyone else did, which is holding on to the handlebars, and my seat got really slick. Felt like I had doo-doo on my seat. So, but everything else worked, really good. So when you see me blow out corners and stuff like that, give me a break, because that's what's going on with my brakes. I had a little bit of bad luck in the beginning. I was actually pissed off at the guy until I saw the video, because I thought he intentionally rammed into me, but he doesn't. So I'd go tippy toppy, and it puts me in the 4th place. But you can't really see it on the GoPro, at least from my perspective as I'm watching this and commentating. But I could see the guys in my class through the woods, and I knew I wasn't that far off. And I knew if I could keep up with these guys with no brakes, then I'd be alright. The quad eventually does go into limp mode like everybody else. And I'll leave the whole video in, because I'm sure people are going to see the final, how bad the track got. But the quad's in limp mode, which is basically eco mode, and it's non-responsive. So I just start letting people by me. But luckily, I was able to hold on to a 4th, and it's like a solid 4th. I actually earned it, So I drove down to Georgia to stay with Chris Riggin, and we went to the track, and the track had already we were right behind registration. And I don't know if for anybody who wasn't there, it wasn't that bad on Friday morning, but by, I don't know, started to rain, and it was cascading into the woods. So I don't know if we were at a high side of the track or whatever, but it was running water. It was not when it started to pour, the water was physically moving the mud. And right there, I go tippy toppy right here, right? So my quad, I'm holding the quad up with my leg. And I finally was able to get it. Now the problem is that when I put my hand to brace myself against that hill, I got all schmutz on my glove. So now I got schmutz on my grips inside the fucking the gauntlets. Anyway, so the rain starts, and then as you can see, that's like a rolling water, like that's moving water, whatever you want to call it. I'm in Philadelphia, it'd be gutter water, but I don't know what the hell you country boys would call it. So around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I know I was awake at like 1 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep, and then the awning on our trailer blowing around woke me up, and it was a torrential downpour. And the little streamy water I saw in the day, when we got to the track the day before, was now like no shit, like pushing mud away into the woods. So I got on Facebook and I was like, this is going to be a disaster. So I tried 3 pairs of goggles in this race, and I finally found a pair of goggles that worked. There goes Martindale by me. They lasted the longest. Also, I think you get 31 pulls. Fun fact, when you're pulling on your goggles. But like I know I'm doing okay here because there's Varndell right there, and he's pulling away from me because he's godlike, but I'm kind of sort of staying with him a little bit, and I just like anytime right there, like I would see how I just could not stop the quad to get it to do what I needed it to do. So I found a pair of goggles that will finally survive a severe mutter, and I on the way home I spent almost $300 on the goggles that I like, that can actually withstand the most amount of abuse. I don't know if this is the muddiest race I've ever been in. There's a couple good ones out there. A couple years ago, I was on my 850 at a Renegade, and we were at the what the fuck is it, Tiger Run or whatever the fuck they call it. That one was good. There's been a couple of Pentons that have been raunchy, but the one that really the ones that stick out in my mind are the X Factor. If you're bored, when I was like, well, see, I can't stop. Way slower than I am now. I mean, I'm still slow, but it's X Factor. I won the Scrambler, and it's just a train wreck. And then there's one where I didn't get the footage because I ended up in the hospital because of mud in my eyes and shit. That was the Iron Man in I want to think it was 2019. But this I don't. So the thing with the mud here is it's soupy. It's not, it wasn't too bad. Plus it was raining, so the rain's actually keeping the mud off of the GoPro. On top of the fact that the GoPro has a hydrophobic lens. I think it's the 10s, the 11s, and 12s have a hydrophobic lens on them. The 9s don't. The 8s don't. Fun fact, at that corner later on, I hit a rock and it sends me about 10 feet into the air. So I would say this is top three muddiest ever. It was certainly one of the slipperiest. If you weren't confident in your quad, like I am this year, you were in for a bad day. I've picked up a significant amount of speed this year, mostly due to a better master cylinder position and suspension adjustments, and then also I finally have my tires dialed in to a PSI I'm happy with. This water was up to my knees, so they were like fucking goldfish in my boots when I took them off. I mean, there was I could when I was riding, I could feel the water on my boots sloshing around. But it wasn't until like the third lap where it had actually like kind of, the rain kind of tailed off, and then when everyone's goggles would fail, you inevitably would start to get what I call the Iron Man syndrome, because of being sent to the hospital, whereas you're starting to get mud in your eye, and if you don't wipe it out, it'll seal your eye shut. And what happens is as the water gets in your eye, it cleans out the muddy part, the dirt part, and the little granules stay, and like Seeger's almost lost a fucking, like, almost like ground down his cornea. So you know, I'm trying to get around these dudes, or girls. I think they're girls. I don't know. But you couldn't do anything. And then the other, like, one of the problems I had too is that my goggles would, if they stayed clear, then they would fucking fog up. So that was an issue too. I'm of the opinion that we need to give this track a rest. It's not it is so far removed from the way it used to look when we used to race here. I'm not sure that this is a GNCC quality track anymore. And it's not now. I don't mind the layout so much as the hidden stumps and the hidden rocks, because there were a lot of guys with broken A-arms. There were a lot of guys who sustained, like, unbelievable amount of damage in this race from hitting shit. If you look closely, it's in the left. It's on a hard left. There is numerous stumps. Now look, I'll give the track owner and GNCC the benefit of the doubt. When you have 200 quads going through here, it's going to reveal a bunch of stuff underneath the mud. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But that, the reason for that is because they cut down all these trees here. And I mean, I don't know about you, but XC racing generally means going through the trees. And you're talking to a guy who hates a tight course, but I don't know, man. It doesn't seem. See, I can't make that fucking turn. It doesn't seem like this place, like, it can put up with the abuse that we throw at it. On top of the fact is that this place has locals that race there too. So the track's not really getting, like, a chance to recover. So, I don't know. I mean, GNCC's always, like, kind of whining about not being able to find tracks. And I don't know if that's because the tracks don't exist or the landowners don't want to work with GNCC, because I know two landowners who will not have GNCC back who have pretty decent tracks in New York. So if you're ever wondering why we don't go to New York anymore, it's because the track owners don't want to go back there. I don't know why. I'm not going to speculate, but that's what they said. That is not hearsay either. They said it to my face. This right here got sketchy on the last lap because people were getting stuck and motherfuckers were getting real close to that creek. But if you notice, the quad right now is relatively, like, still clean. You can see, like, my graphics and shit, and that's because it's raining. It was a little bit harder than mist, but it was not like a kind of like a downpour. So But the PM, like the PM race, I stayed at the track overnight because Reagan had a friend come like visit who never had been to GNCC before, and the PM track was just like a soup. And I've never seen so many like guys who are much better riders than me, and obviously don't have the advantage of having 4x4. Just giving up. Just like like I don't feel like having my quad on the rev limiter all day. I can't also speculate whether or not if this was dry, this would have been a fun course, because they did kind of take us over the MX, like a little bit of an MX like part of the track, like a little bit of a like whoop-de-whoop, and it had a decent amount. Like one thing like GNCC's kind of gotten away from is a lot of field sections. Like when Florida used to have some pretty badass field sections. If you look at my old videos, if you can stand dealing with how slow I was and no commentary. The track crew did the best they could with what they were offered, and it's not like the guys who own the General aren't hospitable. I just think that this track needs a break, or they need to they need to go into the woods a little bit. So like right about now is where I'm coming to the end stages of my goggles, and you'll see that I start to slow down when I take my goggles off. I pit stop a couple of times to reacquire goggles. Like right here is right there, like I am on the brakes fully because there was like a kind of a kicker there, and I had nothing. And before you ask, I wear a size 13 boot, and I ride a motorcycle. Like I have 5 motorcycles. I ride sport bikes too. I race a Ninja 400, and I'm used to using a foot brake. But on my quad, I really can't use it with my my boots, and I'm not willing to sacrifice the safety of having my boots off. Now at this point, my goggles are completely just covered in shit, and I'm going to start to slow down. So if this is where it's probably going to get a little boring. I couldn't see. I just couldn't see. The goggle situation was a problem for everybody. It's tough to get a good set of roll-offs. Like a lot of what happened to me is 2 of my roll-offs. Well, the one roll-off, my first set of roll-offs got clogged with mud, like it wouldn't pull anymore. The string got caught all the way out, and then my second set of roll-offs, they fogged up on me, and then my third set of roll-offs, the film, also this gets covered here for a couple of seconds. It does clear up, but I figured I'd leave it in. The film got so heavy that when I pulled it, it pulled off of the little magic stick, the stick inside the other canister. I was pleasantly surprised by the performance of the ripples in this. This is not generally what the ripples excel at. I do think that if you're going to pick a tire, if my shitty opinion matters, you can do a lot worse than the Ripple. The Ripple is, in my opinion, the best all-around tire. And they don't wear that fast. Once you knock the edge off of them, then yeah, you're gonna need a tire like any other XC tire. But compared to like the Sun Fs, the Power 2s I used to run, it's a much more stable tire. I'm running blocks, and I can tell a difference with blocks from the splines. So now these are all the senior guys passing me. It was Mike Penland Day for GNCC because Mike is, I've never met him, but he's evidently, he was a prolific 4x4 rider, and he's sick. And a lot of his old racing buddies came out for the day, so you have some ringers in senior. They need to start senior ahead of B class because we're all holding them up, but hopefully by the end of the year that won't be a problem. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm happy with the tires. My gauntlets did a good job, all things considering. It's hard to find a goggle. I don't have any advice for anybody on how to survive a race like this. I had fun, even though I don't have, like, whoever watches my videos, I don't say this a lot, but I really felt like if I didn't have the brake problem, like I could almost won this race. Like I was not tired. My PT was good. The quad was running right. I could have figured out my eyesight situation. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, like with the seat being as slick as it was and the handlebars being as slick as it was. I made good line choices. I didn't get caught stuck or anything like that. People, for the most part, got out of my way. I finished 4th out of 7th, and yeah, I think I took my goggles off there. I finished 4th out of 7th, and I believe I was 70th, 70 something overall. So I've had my overall numbers this year have gone, besides Big Buck, which I didn't have really that great of a race at, have gone from like the hundreds to the 60s and 70s, which is a testament to me saying earlier I feel a lot faster this year. Coker is next. I generally do very well at Coker. It's one of my favorite races. I do extremely well in the sand. I will actually have time away from work and from my children to do some PT this week and next week. I'm really looking forward to it. Seegers always gets my shit into tip-top shape. We just, everyone has a bad day. Cody had a bad day every once in a while. So, but yeah, that's it for as far as my commentary. I made lemons out of lemonade with this one. I did, like I said, I have fun. I had a good time. No one got hurt, which is always a good thing. The machines in my goggles and my wallet are a little worse for wear, but can't really complain. Away from the race, the General did a good job with like having like vendors, like food vendors were pretty good, and there's a really good Mexican restaurant about, I don't know, 15 minutes. If you go out of the General, you make a right-hand turn. It's the second Mexican restaurant on your right-hand side. It's pretty good. Also, it was cool that there was a dump station so close to the race at the gas station up the street. This place also has showers, which was cool. I didn't use one. I showered in the. I figured I'd talk about the tracks a little bit, about in any area, a little bit to give you an idea what what you're looking at. But the fuck was I saying? Oh, they had showers there. Not Big Buck. This place and Wild Boar have showers. If you're a moto van guy, you can get water. See that, like me blowing out those. I just could not stop. Couldn't stop. Also, fun fact, I learned this too. Don't wipe your fucking camera. Because what happens is that shit gets on your hands and then you have slippery bars. worry about other things other than your fucking camera. Although I am impressed that the GoPro did survive this entire race. So, if anything else happens, I'll make commentary in text or whatever. Maybe I'll turn this back on. But otherwise, thanks for all the support. Glad that you guys like the commentary. Yeah, I'll see everyone at Coker.
to go!
point out, if anybody's still watching this at this point, I can't see anything. My eyes are fucking destroyed. I literally can't see anything. I can't hold on. I'm sliding all over the seat, and the track is, as you can see, is completely going away. The Renegade is just like spinning its wheels. I could, if you would stand, I couldn't stand up because my hands would slide off of the bars, and I couldn't sit down because I'd slide off the seat. I know everyone's having a bad day because the 4x4 winners, the guys who won, are not that far ahead of me in the woods. Yeah, it's a red letter day for everybody here. Also, one thing that people who have never done this before, like I've had like mud donkey guys who, you know, have XMRs and stuff be like, you know, I can do that, you know, yeah, sure. But the other thing with this is the what people don't realize is that the quad handling characteristics are all jacked up because all of that mud weighs almost 200 pounds. So you have an additional 200 pounds onto the quad. So it's not accelerating like it should. You can't get the front end light. It doesn't. Well, I didn't have brakes anyway, so I have to like do this like really ginger dance where, you know, how do I gauge, you know, where the momentum will slow it down with the mud and stuff like that. So if you ever get into a mud race like that, realize that as the mud builds up on your quad, it's going to change how the quad performs. And again, I was a little tired, but I wasn't that tired with this. Of course, as I'm trying to do a voiceover, my Facebook Messenger's blowing up. But the quad just want to get out of its own way. So this is like worst case scenario when it comes to trying to, you know, race, you know, in the mud.